have found that I am extremely successful with somebody when we're in full rapport. I can sit down, and I kid you not, Rochelle sees this and said, babe, watch this. I go and I sit down with somebody, how are you doing? You grab this table, right? Or this chair. I'm walking in, I have a seat that, we're talking. So how are you doing, Mr. It's a pleasure to meet you. Tell me more about yourself, or how the deal happened. And I did this in St. Thomas when the girls were sitting there with me. And this lady at first, she's a red. And at first she's like, who are you? Why are you here? How do you start with that? I mean, I'm like, whoa. So what do I say? Whoa, I'm sorry. Hey, oh, look, here's my ID. My blood type's O+. And so immediately I'm trying to break the barrier here. Like, whoa, this chick is intense. She's red. So, okay, now that I have this, here's another thing I want to do. Not only do I want to give you my ID, but let me give you my booklet. This is a gift. She's like, you call this a gift? I said, by the time you get done with the booklet, it will be. Confidence, right? Here's my information about my business so that when I walk around looking at your property, which, by the way, is extremely beautiful, I can tell you take care of your property. But then at least you know a little bit about myself and some of my partners. What does she do? Okay. So now she's just interviewing me. She took control. And am I okay with that? What do I care? She's running through. Oh, excuse me. Home Investing Solutions? What is this? Oh, it's an old company that we spent. Oh, Where are you from? Puerto Rico. Oh, I'm from Puerto Rico. Oh, it's a pleasure. We're from in Puerto Rico. And here we're having this discussion, but what you don't realize is that the whole time she's sitting back like this. Right? She's very defensive. So what do? I sit back just like her. Yeah, I'm very calm and monotone. Absolutely. Let her lead the way. Okay. You did this deal. Yeah, our team did this deal. Tell me about this deal. In my head I'm thinking, oh, lady, I got to bite that red, because if not, I would just go off on this chick, So I'm having this conversation. No, here's what happens. Oh, so basically you ripped somebody off. They're like, no. It took a lot of work to make this property worth something. And so, let's put it this way. That's like me going right now, if I were you in your shoes, destroying this property and trying to sell it to somebody else for $3 million. Then are you ripping somebody off? Oh, no. So I just kind of, again, creating the balance. And then she starts going like this. So what do? Well, as a matter of fact, yeah. And I start lowering my voice. Now, whatever she does, I do. Well, mijo, I was da-da-da-da-da-da. Are you serious? Oh, yeah. Well, can I ask you a question? I mean, I pretty much told you everything about me, my mom, where she was born, where I was born. I'm making jokes because I want her to laugh. She's like, yeah, I guess I have been kind of hard. It's okay. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got this beautiful deal? Oh, my God. 45 minutes later, she said, here's what happened. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's good, because now I'm learning the story. Now I get to appreciate what she's doing. So here I am, right? But here's one thing I found out. Now that we're in so much rapport, these other girls are it's like they're not even there. It's just me and her having a cool conversation. And I tested by doing this. We're right here looking at each other. I'm all up in her face. We're just like, I said, girl, you're crazy. I back up. You know what she does? Yeah, you're crazy. This is funny.
She's following you.
I move forward again. She moves forward. What does that mean? We are in absolute rapport. It goes real deep. Same with this conversation. 45 minutes later, we're buddies. I said, look, I know you probably don't want to walk this property. I really admire this. Do you mind if I walk around while you look at our program? Sure, go out here. I walk around, I come back in, and I start videotaping, and I'm making note. Oh, my God, you have Salvador Dali paintings. I have some, too. This is great. Tell me more. So, wow, it's such a beautiful condition. I'm building more rapport with her. I could be like, this property sucks. How dare you think it's $3 million? I mean, the income doesn't justify. But you got to build rapport. And so I built rapport, and at the end of the thing, we come back, and I walk around. I leave, and I'm turning around just real quick to look, as we're going back to another unit now. I look over. She's going like this. She wants to find out what I do. I come back and say, wow, let me tell you, you have a very beautiful property. Thank you for letting me see it. I guess, I'm here because I'm trying to figure a win-win for both you and these poor ladies. I mean, they've already given you $250,000, and it's non-refundable. And at the price that you have, and at the numbers that are going on right now, they can't get financed. And so I guess what I'm trying to figure out is a way that we can be fair. She goes, I've been more than fair. I said, no, I completely understand. If I was in your shoes, I'd be frustrated too. I said, but let's be honest here. You've been waiting on these girls for almost 4 years now. You know what that tells me? She's like, what? You actually care about these people. Because if not, you would have already kicked them out long ago, right? You would have said, sorry, your deposit's gone. She's like, yeah. I said, the reason why you care is because you like this lady right here. Because you can see that when you're gone, you want somebody to maintain this property the right way. You see that she's going to do a great job. But here's the problem. If you don't help her out, she can't get financed. She looks down. You know, you're right. I said, look, there's a couple options. We can do a joint venture here, and I explained to her. She said, I don't want to do a venture. I want to leave and forget it. I said, well, would you be interested in owner financing? She's like, you mean like me finance them? I said, why not? You believe? She's like, well, as long as I'm in first position. All of a sudden, she knows all of a sudden about this stuff. I'll do it, but I need a good down payment. How much more do you need? And so that's how we started talking. And then by the time we were done, I said, and guess what? And whatever down payment she gives you, you can invest with me. That's how I started it. And she's like, you mean in this kind of stuff? I said, yeah. I'm just joking. Don't worry about it. She's like, no. I've got about $600,000 that I was just thinking about telling you about because this thing is... I asked for the sale, but I was joking. But I wasn't joking. I really want your money, lady. I got some deals that would make sense for you. But again, now we built this relationship, and then these girls are like, this chick is offering you $600,000. How in the world? Well, number one, I gave her my credibility. I connected with her, and we built rapport. I knew exactly what her color was, so I let her win. And for that reason, she started working terms with them. Now, at this point, I'm still trying to follow up with them in St. Thomas to find out exactly if they were able to get the rest of the down payment. Because that was an option that she was willing to do. If they weren't able to do it, I gave them a couple other ideas of how to do it. So anyway, the bottom line is it pays to be able to connect with people, and you create win-wins. Make sense? Which this perfectly dovetails the very next step.